Hello everyone. So I wanted to share with you a case study of a person who improved his career in anti-money laundering from really basic. So I'm going to change his name. I'm gonna call him Rahul. He's from India, but I'm going to call him Rahul. But of course, the name is different. I don't want to anyone to so find it out about him and or stalk him or something. Okay, so this Rahul guy, he contacted me in 2021. I was doing group number, I think 7 or 9 something, most probably 7 or something. So it was, I think, in December or maybe in October or something. Why I remember, because this guy contacted me. I do this training session in the morning. So this is morning time in Pakistan, in India, in Asian countries, and it's evening in North America. So the time was around. I was supposed to start the training session of this group around this time. So he contacted me at around 6:30 a.m. Pakistan time, around. So it was just 30 minutes before the first training session of this batch. There were like 40 or 50 people in that batch. So he contacted me. How did he contact me? He sent me a request to my group, Facebook group of CAMS or CGSS. So I was adding few people. I woke up a few minutes earlier, so I was adding people just in the free time before I start the first training session. So when I added him, he instantly contacted me on Messenger and said that he's interested in anti-money laundering. So I told him that if you are, then I'm starting a batch in just 30 minutes if you want to join in and if you are able to pay or something. So he asked me that what's the fees and so on, and within 5 or 10 minutes he sent me the payment, and I added him in a WhatsApp group. Every group that batch I started have a WhatsApp group of those people who have paid for it. So I added him to the WhatsApp group. He started the training session within 15 or 20 minutes later, the first training session of that batch. So I want to share you a conversation that I have since 2021 with him, and the a few couple of months ago that he contacted me. So what has happened? So he paid. He contacted me. Let's say this is Rahul, and this is me. So he contact me. I told him that when you have paid the fees, text me on WhatsApp with your email ID, and I added him in the group, and he started the training sessions. So he was watching all the training sessions recordings and so on. He contacted me to get when the training session completed, I gave him the certificate. He shared me his full name. So he got the AML based certificate after the end of 8 weeks of the training session. Then he contacted me to get the certificate. So then he contacted me to get the answer sheet of the rule exercise. I email him the file, the answers. Then he contacted me to get the mock questions file. 2 months later, something, I sent him the mock questions. He sent me a text a month later that he wants to have a one-on-one session. So we decided on the date of the one-on-one session. I sent him the Zoom invite link whenever we did this 2 or 3 weeks later, and he we did the conversation. We completed whatever his queries were, whatever the discussion of the one-on-one session was. I shared him the recording of the link of the one-on-one session that I had with him. We discussed how to book the examination and so on. So he booked the examination. I think 2 weeks later, he passed the examination. He sent me the result card of the passing of the examination. I congratulate to him or something. Congratulate or something. So, and he 3 months later sent me a text that I had no idea where he was working. I do not usually ask this personal sort of questions. So he sent me a text that he's working, and this is I've changed actually the bank's name. So let's say he was working in Citigroup in India. So he sent me a text that he started this AML career and a year ago or something, and he wanted to improve the career. So he found me on this group, and he joined the training or something. So he's working as a junior analyst or something. So let's just say he is analyst. So he have gotten a position in a very small bank. Let's say Standard Chartered Bank in India. So they're offering him a manager level position but this bank is considered to be a small bank as considered to where the bank is working in. I told him, I responded to him, wait, don't join. I told him that you're gonna get lots of opportunities. It was 2022 last year, so I told him, do not join. You have plenty of time. There are 3 years of validity of your certification and so on. Don't join the bank. So he said, thank you for responding, and I'm gonna do this and so on. So I had no idea, forgotten about him. So he contacted me just 2 months ago, saying that he joined the bank, Standard Chartered Bank, uh, and as a manager, going against my advice, and he have gotten another job, 7th month later, say, in a bank. Okay, let's say the bank is what else, let's say Bank of America. So he got in a job. I'm not sure if the Bank of America, I'm just giving you example. He says that if got in a job as a AVP level position, as a senior manager, in a much better bank, so should he opt for it or not is a much better. I told him that, well, like, why would you, ask me that this is you are working in a small bank as a manager, a large bank is offering you a AVP level position as a senior manager, go for it, but I just curiously asked him that, I told you not to, go for this small bank managerial position. Why did you opt for it? So he said that he didn't argue with me, but he felt that he had much better market knowledge in India to what to do for it. He said that although this is a small bank in my country, but it's an international bank, and it really helped me to improve and grow his career. If he had waited for that, he would have not become a AVP or senior manager in a short period of time when he started as a analyst position when he joined my training session before that. So within like year and a half in total, he became a AVP, and having a conversation, I told him that his country will be financial action task force is going to do an on-site visit in 2023, and they will be evaluating the country mutual evaluation report. So expect MER to be in 2024, and there will be lots of job opportunities about it. So don't change the career until your country have the MER, final MER is issued in future plenary meeting by Financial Action Task Force. This will create more demand in India for subject matter specialists in anti-money laundering, and supply will be low of international certification, because the international bank, they do not value local certification or something. They value international certification. Either you have ICA or CFCS or CAMS or something. So wait it out, just follow this as well. So he agree over this one. So when the country will be evaluated, he's gonna, why I'm saying sharing this 2 months later, because he has already joined this bank, and I'm not sharing what actually the bank is. I'm not sharing who the person actually is also. So hopefully that's not gonna, no one's able to find out about him. But this is when in future, when there will be lots of demand about anti-money laundering specialists, whatever they're going to identify by Financial Action Task Force, the Indian MER, whatever the weaknesses, strategic deficiency they're going to identify, it will create, because in doesn't matter, they identify things in USA as well, in UK as well, in Canada as well, Australia as well. So they're going to identify some that's going to increase the demand. And I've suggested him to wait it out to get the VP position, which is a successful position. He's in 30s, and when you are VP in your 30s, that's you are a successful person. So wait it out, spend a year or two in this bank, and hope for next time when you're switching the bank, you should be looking for a VP position in a anti-money laundering or financial crime compliance space. So just wanted to share that this is the conversation that I am having. This is I have over 1,300 people, and there are 50 people who have already opted for this batch that is starting in 2 days. Today is 13th of April for me. So this is going to be around 1,400 people who will have attended my training. I just want to show that there are not many people who I'm having this this sort of conversation. These are very few of them, because majority of the time people are confused about something, and they're asking lots of things and so on. But this guy, he knew the assignment. He just followed the advice, and of course once he didn't, of course. So he had better knowledge about his country and banking industry. But in learning, and whatever we is covered, he used that to to for the for the preparation of the interviews and so on. So he's able to change his position, whatever the designation and position he was in as an analyst level, without having to go through that every you're waiting for every 2 or 3 years to get the position or change the or upgrade or elevate your designation. He was able to quickly able to do that, knowing that there is a future for anti-money laundering in India or the country that he belongs to. So if you know that there will be demand in your country, and there are in certain situations in certain countries, you should plan for it, short term plan, long term plan, and go for it. And there are plenty of videos that I have made about it. So this is just a case study I wanted to show, that I was reviewing the conversation with him before responding to his text, that to find out that he left the job in Citigroup to join Standard Chartered Bank, and where I told him do not do that, and he made the right decision. And very few the trainees that I have the really beautiful conversation with them. Beautiful means that just not waiting, not having anything arguing or something, or the people who are eternally confused or something. They just conversation, straightforward conversation, what it is supposed to, in order to get the certification, in order to get the job, in order to elevate your career and so on. So that's what I'm hoping for the people to join my training, that who know the assignment, what they are supposed to do. They're not eternally confused, or they're not looking for shortcuts. Those people who are looking for shortcuts or something, it's very difficult to do so, to make a career. This video that I made, it's very difficult to do so, because it's the market is very difficult, and very difficult to get a job, very difficult to retain the job, and very difficult to get an improved job in the same field in a short period of time. So if you're thinking of doing so, and if you know your assignment, and your future, you have made your plan, which is very clear, then opt for the training. You do not need to do the certification. You can just learn about the subject matter. You can get the subject matter knowledge. Subject matter, you do not need to become a expert over it. You can get a subject matter knowledge. We do the 50 hours of the training sessions on anti-money laundering. I do lots of free sessions on as well. You're seeing me do videos about continuing professional development. These videos that every month that I do, the last one was how alerts are generated. The previous one was internal audit report. Before that, it was quality assurance report and artificial intelligence and transaction monitoring and so on. So I've been doing this. I've done this 12 times, and there next month is going to be 13th training session. So it's just not the relationship between the trainee and the trainer. It's not just to earn money to help you to get the certification and then forget about it and just move on. If you want to continue improving your career, because financial crime compliance space is continuously improving, and if you want to, and if you have a interest in this field, you should opt for it, and try to be the guy like Rahul is, or the guy in apologies for that. So other countries are who know their assignment, and they have much better understanding of what they need to achieve, and they are also hardworking and have high IQ level as well. So please opt for it, and hopefully you have learned something. This guy, who the conversation, I have waited for 2 months for him to join the new bank, and so that I can share his information. Again, that's not his name, that's not the bank he have worked in. Just it was just to give his example by changing some personal information about him. So get your priorities straight, have a clear understanding, and then you can join the training. You can find me on WhatsApp or on email, and starting on 15th or whatever the future batches that you're going to be joining, do opt for it, and see you on WhatsApp or email. Have a good day. Take care.